welcome back to Gracie May's Tarot. So today we're going to be finding out who will be your next best friend or your next friend, someone who is going to play a significant part in your life. So we're not talking about like who will be your next like casual friend or acquaintance. We're talking about a significant friendship, okay? And we'll also be getting some months of the year for when you could possibly meet this person. So we're going to use the tea leaf cards at the end. But yeah, so you're actually going to pick your pile based on one of the symbols in the thumbnail. So we don't have groups today. You're going to choose based upon the thumbnail. Timestamps are listed below in the description box, just like always. And yeah, let's get into your reading. All right, on my pile ones, let's find out who your next friend is. Who is your next best friend? Who is your next significant friendship? Now, if you've had a best friend for like many, many years and you don't think anyone could ever take their place, then this could just be like your next significant friendship. Who is going to be the next person to have a significant impact in your life? Who's going to be there for you long-term, support you, you know, play a good role in your life. So we're going to find out everything about this person. I've been doing a lot of love readings because you guys really love the future spouse readings, but wanted to mix it up and do just a fun little reading on friendship, mix it up a little bit. But if you guys have any video suggestions, just put them down in the comments and I will definitely check them out as well. Alright, so pile one, who is your next friend? Your next significant friendship, please. Pile one, please, Spirit. And a big thank you to my guides and your guides for coordinating these messages, of course. Alright, let's find out who is your next friend. I know this came out in reverse, but we're going to talk about it in a second. And this is the Five of Wands. Interesting. Okay, let's get one more card for you all. Pile one, next friendship, please. That's way too many cards. One more card, just one more card, please, Spirit. Okay. This is actually a little bit... Okay, bottom of the deck you have the Emperor. So the Emperor and the King of Swords really go hand in hand, like really well together. Kind of tells me that you and this next like best friend, this next like significant friendship, you guys both have a strong personality. Like you both sort of come in and like you might be a bit bossy, or like you both like want to be the leader. You both have like strong opinions about things. And even like it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a super like talkative person, because I know like a lot of quieter people that are actually like, listen, like I'm set in my ways, this is how I like things, this is how it is. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're super extroverted, but just that maybe you're a bit more type A. But yeah, so this is kind of funny. There's two different ways that I can read this, but given that the Two of Swords came out in reverse like this, and then we have Judgment in reverse, and we have Five of Wands in reverse, but we also have the Hanged Man, which is talking about a change in perspective. I'm laughing a little bit because I wasn't expecting the reading to be like this. It's almost like, you know, in like romance novels, they have the enemies to lovers trope. This is like enemies to best friends. It's almost like when you meet this person, maybe you form like a snap judgment about them. Maybe your first impression of them is very, very wrong, or their first impression of you is wrong, or you guys meet in like stressful circumstances, kind of like Like maybe this person is disliked by coworkers or by like mutual friends, and not mutual friends, but by some of your friends, and so you form an opinion about this person before you really get to know them. You know what I mean? Like your first impression of them is maybe a bit prejudiced because of something someone else told you, and maybe you've heard some gossip about this person that isn't super positive, but there's something about judgment here that was off because it's in reverse. So there's something about prejudging them and then going back and changing your mind with the Two of Swords, because I feel like maybe you were a bit conflicted. Like as you got to know this person, you started to really enjoy them, you started to really like them, and you felt a bit conflicted, like maybe you were betraying someone else in really liking them, or maybe you just were like, I'm kind of like this, where once I form an opinion about somebody, it's pretty hard for me to change that. So you could be like that as well. Like they seem a bit cooler than what I initially thought, but I'm still gonna like be a bit reserved around them. I don't know if I fully trust them. I don't know. Yeah, there's something about them that has you maybe a bit on the fence. And it could be just that, like I said, you guys are both like strong personalities, or this person is the Emperor and is the King of Swords, and you're very different than them, and that's why you're not initially vibing. And as you get to know them, you start to appreciate them and your differences, but at first it's very off-putting. And I think with the Five of Wands in reverse here too, and you can see there's like multiple people involved, and that's why I thought like maybe your judgment about them was affected by someone else's opinion of them, or some gossip, or something you heard secondhand, not necessarily direct conflict that you had with them personally, something like that. But you're getting a new perspective. Like there's something that happens that really changes your perspective and you end up enjoying them. So this is definitely your future friend here. So this is divine masculine energy, doesn't have to be their gender, but this is air signs, so Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. This is at least how you're perceiving them. So you're perceiving them as someone who is like very blunt, very straightforward, someone who is like really quick with their words, probably a bit someone who doesn't want to lose an argument, right? Like someone who has to have the last word. That could be part of the reason for this conflict. Someone who doesn't back down, someone who has strong opinions about things, but also someone who is very fair and very honest. Just that honesty may be off-putting depending upon how it's delivered, right? Yeah, let's find out some more information about this person, because now I'm like super intrigued actually. Yeah, we'll get some more information about this friendship between pile 1 and this new person. Pile 1 and their next friend, pile 1 and their next significant friendship, pile 1 and their next best friend. Please, Spirit, can you give us some more clarity on what is happening here? Wow, that was really fast. Bottom of the deck, we have loyalty. That's one of the best things you could see in in a friendship reading. So I know this is off to like a very rocky start. Again, was not expecting this at all. I thought this was gonna be a cute little reading, but there's a little bit of drama here. But loyalty is the best thing that I think you could possibly see in a friendship reading. To me, honestly, it kind of feels like there's just other people interfering. Like there's other people telling you things that probably aren't true about this person, or making them out to be something that they're not. Because again, like honesty, truthfulness, fairness, balance, justice, like King of Swords really values that. And this is a mature energy. This is not someone who is immature. We do not have a page here. We have a king. So there's something there about other people affecting how you view this person, and once you get to know them for yourself, you understand that, like, no, this is a trustworthy person. And then I think that makes you start to question some of these other people who were basically like stirring the pot and trying to create like this unnecessary conflict. And I think that's interesting because we have mischief here. So there's something about like the marten and the foxglove, like there's something about other people kind of working behind the scenes to like pitch you guys against each other. I wonder if this involves like your workplace, because that would make a lot of sense to me. Like if there was something about, let me turn these two people against each other, let me stir up some stuff over here so no one is paying attention to what I'm doing and I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. Or honestly, I see this in my own workplace sometimes. There's this unnecessary like bickering, and you're like, why would you even do that? Like, what is motivating you to do that, to have all these arguments? Like, why would you say something that's not true? But that's just how some people are. I don't know if it's boredom or what. But yeah, this is definitely a trustworthy person. There's just something about other people trying to pitch you guys against each other. And then we have preparation here with the squirrel and the chestnut. I think that there is something here about you guys working together, because if you think about a squirrel like being very busy trying to prepare for winter, there's something there about you guys working together and collaboration. So yeah, so maybe people are sort of intimidated by you two working together, because they know, like, especially like if you're that emperor, I mean, man, like the emperor and the king of swords, like they could get something done. Like they would be great together on a team project. So maybe there's like some workplace jealousy. I could see that being a thing. With the salamander and the black pepper, with inspiration, definitely this is going to be someone who inspires you, because the king of swords could be someone who gives great advice and someone who you could like bring them one of your troubles, one of your worries, and they would just pragmatically tell you, like, these are the actionable steps that you can take to resolve this for yourself. They could motivate you. I feel like they would bring you some comfort in that way. It would be like very clear, direct advice. But like if you were very lost and mixed up and like, I'm overthinking this, I don't know like what to do, where to go, they would give you that mental clarity, but they would do it in a way where it was like very straightforward and to the point, and it wouldn't feel like you were being judged in any way. You know, like they really would be someone who would be very motivating and very supportive, and with that loyalty, someone who has your best interests at heart, you know, someone who genuinely wants to see you succeed. They are successful as the King of Swords. Like I said, that's a mature energy. They are empowered, like they are confident in who they are. They're not going to try to tear you down or mislead you in any way, because they don't see anyone else as a threat to them. You know, they're not trying to compete with anyone else. They know who they are. They're comfortable with who they are. This is someone you could trust to like give you good advice without any ulterior motive, essentially. Because honestly, I feel like maybe there's some people in your circle or in your workplace environment, or just someone in your social environment is probably a better way to phrase that. But there's someone in your social environment, or at least one person, that is creating unnecessary drama and is actually the person that you can't trust. Not this King of Swords, not this new friendship. Yeah, but I think they're going to be a real source of inspiration to you, and I think you're going to be a source of inspiration to them as well. I feel like this is a friendship where you would really learn and grow together. Yeah, let's find out. I want to go back to the tarot for a second, because now I'm kind of curious. The more I'm thinking about this, I'm going to use the Crystal Unicorn Tarot to clarify. I want to see what this Five of Wands is about. Like, who is involved? What's going on with this Five of Wands? What is going on with the Five of Wands? Please, Spirit. The Five of Wands. For pile 1, can we clarify the Five of Wands? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. I told you there was someone else involved here. The Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. The King of Cups. Okay. Let's just see. And the High Priestess. These are all, the Tower is at the bottom. Okay, this is a big fight. This is a big argument. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of players here. I mean, we have 2 fire signs, we have a water sign, and then we have the High Priestess, Major Arcana card. And then we have the Tower. This is a big blow up. Okay, this is going to vary because this is a general reading, but this is involving, sorry, there's like some cat fur. This is involving a lot of different people. Okay, Spirit, can you tell us what this argument is about? I know it's going to vary for a lot of you, but maybe we can just get some clues, because this is, I cannot believe we got cards that all depict, like, I know this is unicorns, but I mean people. What is this argument about, please, Spirit? Can you tell us any clues or hints about this argument? 4 of Swords. I know that you want peace. You want rest. You want peace. You don't want any parts of this. But the 4 of Swords, like, you just want peace. And we have death. Okay, this is something that's deeply going to hurt you. With death and transformation, I mean, this is deep, like, emotional healing. And also, this is like, you might end up cutting some people off. This is going to emerge as, like, okay, this person that I, like, misjudged is actually a true friend. Like, this is actually someone that I can trust. Some of these characters are this, like, this mischief card. Like, they are not, someone in this circle here is not someone that you can trust, and it could be multiple people. But there's someone here that doesn't have your best interest at heart, that's trying to turn you against this King of Swords. This is so dramatic. You're wanting peace and rest, and you kind of just want to be alone. You just want to withdraw from all of this. This honestly could be your past. This could be your past. Like, you've had a lot of falling out with a lot of different people. Take this if it resonates. Maybe you've had some falling out with several different people, and so when this person comes in, your guard is up. You're very guarded, and you don't even know if you can trust anyone, and maybe that's why you make a snap judgment about this person. Like, there's something about them that is off-putting to you, and you make a snap judgment about them that's unfair, and then you get to know them, and you finally find someone who's a true friend, someone who is honest, because I feel like that's what you're craving more than anything, as someone who is honest and has good intentions, and someone who genuinely wants to see you be successful and isn't out to tear you down or lie to you in any way. Yeah, because with the 3 of Wands, this is like a new chapter, a new start. Yeah, there's definitely a sense here of, like, maybe you cut some of these people off and you go through this period where you're alone, you're healing, you're starting a new chapter, and then maybe that's when you meet this King of Swords, and this person is like your first true, real friendship after you've had this falling out with all these other people. Yeah. Wow, that was so dramatic. I'm sorry. I know I keep saying that, but I was not expecting that from this reading. Okay, what will this person add to your life? What will this new friendship, this King of Swords character, what will they add to your life? Pile 1, please, Spirit. What is the King of Swords adding to pile 1's life? What are they bringing in? Ooh, determination, remember? Determination is the power within to keep you from giving up on your dreams. They are motivating you. That is so in line with the King of Swords. Serenity. Yeah, they're giving you that peace that you wanted to. That's a beautiful balance. It says the spirit of serenity brings a calmness to the connectivity of all that is. Oh, I love that. Let's get one more. Empowerment. Remember in the beginning I said this is an empowered energy. This is someone who is empowered. They're not going to feel threatened by you or feel unnecessarily competitive. Like, that's so petty. Like, they want the best for you because they're working towards, you know, their own goals. They're not They're not worried about anybody else. They're not in competition. They wish other people well. They're not trying to tear anyone down. So it says empowerment, the determination of your mind and soul will guide you towards unleashing your inner power. Yeah, they just want to help build you up. They just want to support you. And yeah, like they're just a really peaceful energy. Like even though they're really blunt and straightforward and to the point, the King of Swords is also very articulate. And so they're going to make a lot of good sense. And maybe they don't always tell you what you want to hear, but what they tell you is honest, good advice. And it's not them telling you what to do. It's just, if you need me, I'm here. And, you know, like I want to help motivate you. And I recognize your strengths. And, you know, I want to see you grow. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win because I'm winning. I want to see you win too. It's almost like they're helping you level up. Okay, let's get some more information here about this friendship. What will be the dynamic between you two? What will be the dynamic between pile 1 and this King of Swords character? What will be the dynamic here? Honestly, I always feel like air signs make good friends. Ooh, Jupiter, expansion. This person's going to bring a lot of good luck to you. And I think this person's really going to push you outside of your comfort zone. Like I said, they're really motivating. They're going to help you grow. Whatever your... Oh, Gemini. So double air sign because we got the King of Swords and Gemini. Gemini's an air sign. So this person really could be a Gemini. And that makes sense because honestly, Geminis can provoke strong reactions in people. You know, it's like you either love them or hate them. So, yeah, like maybe that's also part of it where maybe when you first meet them, you see one side to them, and as you get to know them, you see another side. You know, Gemini is the twins, so they can be, you know, a bit back and forth sometimes. So, yeah, there could be a side to them that, you know, maybe you're not crazy about, but then you get to know them on a deeper level, and then you're like, oh, okay, I get it, I see it. And Geminis are like, again, I think they're really great friends. They're really chatty, witty, creative people. They're really fast. They're really playful. They love to have fun. They're really lighthearted. They don't take things too seriously. They're ruled by Mercury, which is the fastest moving planet. So if you guys do have a disagreement, they'll talk it out. They'll get over it really quickly, unless they have like a water moon or something like that. Yeah, they don't dwell on things too much like that. And with Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, you guys could travel together. You could explore different places together. And I think, again, like they're just helping you expand. They're helping you maybe in your career if you have some sort of like passion project or goal that you're working towards. They're just going to help you. And I think it's a lot through like this verbal affirmation because Gemini, again, ruled by Mercury, they're great speakers. So it's a lot of like verbal positive affirmations. They're going to hype you up, but they're also going to give you good, sensible advice. So it's not like they're just being a yes man or something like that. So yeah, I think this person's going to be a big help to you. Let's find out some more information about your dynamic with... I almost said your dynamic with pile 1. Pile 1's dynamic with this King of Swords. Please, Spirit, any more information? What do we need to know? Second house. Yeah, they're going to help you with your career because your second house talks about your physical security, your material possessions, your wealth, your status, even your sense of self-worth, how you carry yourself. This is Taurus energy. So yes, I think that they're really going to help you elevate your status in some way. Again, like it may just be like verbal support, but there's something there about them really almost being a mentor to you as well, because I think you really look up to this person. I'm kind of glad to see the moon here too, because I feel like when you meet them, there's some confusion. You're not quite sure what to make of them. But then again, like you get to know them and it transforms. But I think also with the moon, there's emotional support and understanding. I think they really get you. And I think that's why they can speak to you so bluntly sometimes, because it's like they know how far to push you. You know, like that they know how, like, the extent to what they can say without making you cry or making you get really upset. Like, they know how far to push you where I'm motivating you, but I'm not hurting your feelings or like seeming like I'm nagging you in some way. So I like that there's like this deep emotional understanding and connection, and this like almost sort of nurturing, supportive energy. Because I think maybe sometimes this person can maybe have like maybe a little bit of a parental energy towards you, where they're really looking out for you. They have your back, you know, that loyalty card we saw. And then bottom of the deck, we have 10th house. This is Capricorn. This is your career. I mean, this is your like your soul purpose, your life mission, like your accomplishments. It says structure, discipline. I mean, you have the two signs that I associate probably the most with work are the earth signs. So you have Capricorn and Taurus. I associate them a lot with career and wealth and status. I know you didn't get Virgo, but Virgo could also be a possibility. But I just feel like these are the areas of your life where they really have a significant impact on you. So there's something here, like maybe this person helps you, you know, like get a raise at work. You know, they motivate you to stand up to your supervisor and, you know, say like, I deserve this raise, you know, something like that. Or they encourage you to change fields, and then you end up being super successful after you change your career. Or they encourage you to quit your dead-end job, and they help you network and get a connection to where you start a whole new job, you know, something like that. There's just something about them helping you with your material wealth, with your career. And then we have Chiron here. So I do think this person may trigger you a little bit, and that's why we had that uncertainty in the beginning, because Chiron talks about our deepest wound, our first heartbreak, you know, the first wound we experience in childhood, and we kind of carry it with us until we heal it. So I do think in some ways this person may trigger you a little bit, but it's because they're pushing you to see your own self-worth, because maybe sometimes you get down on yourself and you have these limiting beliefs, and they kind of push you, again, out of your comfort zone, out of those limiting beliefs, and they really want you to recognize your own self-worth. That's coming through, I think, pretty strongly. Okay. Let's find out some months when you could meet this person. So when will pile 1 meet this person? Now, this doesn't have to be this year. It's just some possible months for this person to come into your life. So feel free to take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. So pile 1, when can they meet this King of Swords? When can pile 1 meet this King of Swords, please, Spirit? So we have July, December, or February. So those are all possibilities. Feel free to claim one or all of these messages, whatever calls out to you. And then let's see. I wanted to end. Sorry, you're pile 1, so I'm still like, what are we gonna do? Let's end with a crystal message, because I don't do that a whole lot. Let's find out which crystal this person will sort of function like in your life, okay? What energy will they bring? So pile 1, what energy will this new friend bring into their life? I'm just gonna stop whenever I feel intuitively called to. So pile 1, please, Spirit, pile 1. Okay, we have obsidian. Let's see, this stone has long been regarded as a magical portal through time and space. Let's see. It's a crystal healer. It may bring on healing, challenge, or provoke an emotional catharsis. Deep soul healing, transformation. It detoxifies. Aids in past life healing where unpleasant facts or deep trauma need to be faced and transformed. Oh my gosh, if you have lost your power, obsidian helps you address the issue and re-empower yourself. It lets you look in the mirror of your inner being, going deep into the subconscious, facing what has to be faced, integrating your shadow, and transmuting the negativity of lifetimes to free your soul. Wow. A lot of that lines up. So remember how we said this person's going to be an empowering person in your life. They're going to bring you a sense of empowerment. They're going to add that to your life. We said there was going to be deep healing, and they may trigger you a bit, but it's for your greater good, to help you heal, transform, integrate your shadow, face what needs to be faced. You also got death here. You got Chiron. Yeah. We got inspiration. All that lines up. That's really cool. Okay, so this person's going to function like obsidian in your life. I know obsidian is a stone of like spiritual protection. So yeah, this person's definitely going to be really protective over you. Especially, I'm sure, like when you confide in them and let them know about, you know, like the betrayal you've had in the past and the people you've had to let go of. These cards are a mess, I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel like their hearts are really going to go out to you. And the King of Swords is definitely someone who would stand up for people. They would be an advocate. Like, no one could ever say anything to you that was disparaging in any way. Like, if someone was trying to call you out of your name or be unfair to you or hurt you in some way, you can bet this person would have your back in the moment, standing up for you, like verbally saying, leave them alone, and putting that other person in their place. Like, the King of Swords is not someone to mess with, so they would be definitely very protective over you. They would stand up for you. They would have your back. Again, like you had loyalty, so that is beautiful. Okay, so pile one, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. This was like a lot more intense than what I had planned, but hey, that was the message that came through. So yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. Again, feel free to leave any video suggestions in the comments, and I hope you all enjoy your day. Please take care, pile one. All right, on my pile twos, let's find out who your next best friend or your next significant friendship is. Who is pile two's next friendship? Now, this will be a friendship that has, you know, like staying power in your life, someone who's gonna play, you know, a pretty big role in your life. We're not really talking about like who your next casual friend is or who your next acquaintance is, okay? So pile two, please, Spirit, who is their next? Doesn't have to be your next best friend, but at least your next significant friendship, okay? Because you may already have a best friend and you're not looking to replace them. Okay, so pile two, who is your next close friend? Who is your next close friend? That's a better way of wording that. I wish I had thought of that for pile one. Who is your next close friend? Pile two. Oh, sorry, my cat's like chirping at birds right now. Okay. Gracie. I'm sorry if you guys hear her. Okay. Your next close friend, pile two. Pile one had a pretty dramatic reading, so I'm kind of curious to see how yours plays out. Pile two. And a big thank you to my guides and your guides for coordinating these messages. Pile two, your next close friendship. We have the Queen of Cups. Your next close friendship. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Your next close friendship. We have Judgment. Yeah, your reading's already a lot more fun than pile one. Yeah, definitely. We got Nine of Swords in reverse. The Tower in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Strength. So it's really interesting to me. I feel like you're going to meet this person at a period in your life where the wheel is turning in your favor, okay? You feel like your luck is changing. This person coming into your life could kickstart that. So they could signify like this fresh start in your life. They could be like a good benchmark of like, yeah, my life started moving in a better direction right around the time I met this person. Doesn't mean that they're the cause of it. It's just, I feel like you are meeting them at that time. And I say that because the Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety, of insomnia, of I am so worried that I can't physically relax, I can't rest, I can't sleep. I'm up late at night. All of these anxious thoughts, all these limiting beliefs are basically harassing me, and I can't even sleep. I can't even relax. And then with the Tower, I mean, that's a big setback, okay? That's a lot of change. Something that wasn't working in your life has now been crumbled, it's been taken away. Maybe you lost your job, maybe you had a bad breakup, maybe you lost someone close to you. There's some really big change, okay? The change is for your highest good, but it's anxiety producing, and it calls upon you to really grow, okay? To really rely on your inner strength, your resilience, connect to that Leo confidence, go with your heart, because Leo rules the heart. And then I think this is also getting you to be more sociable, getting you to be more open again, because Leo is a very sociable sign. Leo likes to, lions like to exist in a pride, right? They value that social connection. So, yes. So I feel like this person comes in right when you're sort of getting over this and you are getting some better luck, like it feels like, okay, the universe is working for me, not against me, and things are starting to calm down, quiet down, things are getting better, I'm moving in a good direction, I'm feeling better about things, I'm feeling luckier with the Wheel of Fortune. Now I will say, I feel like this person comes in and they're very sweet, they're very supportive. This is Queen of Cups, so this is water sign energy, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So that's the kind of friend you need. Like when you come out of this, you need someone who is very sweet, nurturing, supportive, someone who's really emotionally intelligent, someone who can be a shoulder for you to cry on when you need it, someone who's, just really emotionally open, and they could share their experiences with you, and that could help you, like heal from this, because this energy is really strong. It doesn't just go away overnight. So even if things are moving in a better direction there and the wheel is turning in your favor, this still takes some time to heal. It's not over. I said this still takes some time to heal and to get over and to process. It could take months, it could take years, it could take several weeks depending on what that tower was, but it could take some time. So I feel like this is someone who wouldn't mind you on your bad days. This person wouldn't mind being there for you through the ups and the downs. As this wheel continues to turn, at some point in your life you may go through this again to some degree, and that person is going to be there with you. This isn't a fair weather friend. This is a person who would be with you through all the seasons, through all of, the turns of the wheel, so to speak. And I think also on a lighter note, with this Judgment card, I do feel like you guys may gossip a bit together. I feel like you guys may have some like similar opinions about things, and so you may like be able to go to them and vent to them about your coworkers or certain family members or even your partner, something like that, and say like, oh my gosh, they did the most irritating thing today, and this person would be like, oh, I totally get that. That drives me crazy too. It's kind of like you guys have the same pet peeves or the same quirks or the same likes and dislikes. Like they really get you on that level, and so you guys can have like nice little venting sessions to get it all out, because again, they are like very emotionally supportive. And I feel like as well, you could meet this person around the time when your financial situation starts to improve. Maybe you get a better job. Like if you lost your job, this is a time when you're getting a new job and you meet this person. They could be a coworker at your new job. That could be a possibility. I also just feel like you guys really like to go shopping together, or maybe you guys like, I could even see like, even if it's not going out and shopping, like Maybe when you guys hang out at each other's house, you're like, oh my gosh, like look at this on Amazon, look at this on Etsy, and you're like both like online shopping or like showing each other things to add to like your wish list. You know, I feel like you guys would really like to celebrate holidays together. Yeah, your reading is so different than pile one. You may really like to celebrate holidays together, so maybe like me and my friend do Galentine's together, or maybe you guys are just really big into birthdays or whatever holiday you celebrate. You know, like you surprise each other with gifts. I feel like, you know how there's different love languages and romantic partnerships? I feel like for you all in your friendship, you guys express your appreciation of one another by buying each other things. And that doesn't mean you're gonna go out and buy them a bunch of like crazy expensive stuff, but it's like, oh, like I bought you coffee today. Or like, oh, I saw this when I was shopping at Marshall's and this candle made me think of you. I don't know, something small. I feel like you guys do like little small nice things for each other, but it's through gifts, you know, that's how you express your appreciation for one another. And it could even be like, okay, I'm going to treat you to this experience. Like you're having a rough time, I'm going to treat you to a nice spa day and it's all me, you know, or I'm going to give you a gift card to, I don't know, like your favorite coffee shop because, you know, like I know work's been really tough for you lately. Something like that. I feel like there's a lot here about just really looking out for one another. I feel like you have a really gentle, nurturing, caring dynamic between the two of you. It's like you're both sort of like a mom to each other. And I mean, your gender doesn't matter. We're just talking about the energy here. It's very nurturing, very sweet, very supportive of one another. You guys are very gentle with one another. And it's probably because like at least you or them, both of you have been through a lot. So you're very gentle with one another, which is nice. Okay, let's find out some more information here. If I need any clarifiers, we'll use this Crystal Unicorn deck, but I feel like your messages have been super straightforward. Okay, pile 2. Can you tell me more about this friendship with the Queen of Cups? This friendship with the Queen of Cups. Aw, we have the Hound and the pair. We have loyalty. This came out in pile 1. I love, love, love to see that. That to me is the best card you can get in a friendship reading. I mean, that's what you need. Like, you need loyalty from your friends. So I love to see that. And then we have safety, the eel, and the iris. I feel like this is just really confirming what I've already said to you. This person feels like a safe haven. Like if your world is literally crumbling around you, like spending time with this person feels so healing, so restorative. They feel like they rejuvenate you. They're like a safe space, you know, like everything can be going completely wrong and you talk to them and you feel reassured, you feel comfortable, you can forget your worries. Yeah, they just feel, you just feel safe with them. And you know that you can share your deepest fears and your anxieties and your worries with them, and they're just going to be reassuring, you know, they're not going to judge you, they're not going to shame you. They're really just going to look after you, you know? And it's not like, this is someone that would just listen to you, hear you out, let you vent, let you get it all out, you know, extend compassion towards you, and that would be it. Like, they wouldn't try to solve or fix your problems for you. They would just be a listening ear. They would just hold space for you, which I think is really beautiful. And then we have the ladybug and the sweet pea, happiness. Yeah, I feel like this is the type of person where you couldn't help but smile around them. You know, you couldn't help it. Like, they're just, Rose is a very sweet character in the Golden Girls. I mean, she's the sweetest, nicest one of them. And I feel like that's how this person presents. I mean, I feel like they're also really optimistic. They're a glass half full kind of person, and they really try to see the good in things. They always try to see a silver lining. They're not someone who would be really negative and complaining all the time. They wouldn't drain your energy. Again, like they feel very restorative. Okay, what are they bringing to your life? Pile 2. What is the Queen of Cups bringing to your life? What is the Queen of Cups bringing to your life? Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have Courage. This, to me, echoes the Strength card we saw with your tarot deck at the bottom of the deck. So this is Leo energy again. So I feel like they just really help your confidence. They make you braver, which is beautiful. It's all that emotional support. Nurture. Very nurturing. Remember how I said they're very maternal towards you? They're very sweet, very supportive towards you. Yeah, it's almost like they're the sort of friend that, like, if you're sick, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make you soup. You're having a bad day, I'm gonna bake you cookies. I'm gonna like call you and check in on you. Oh, you're traveling? Send me a text and let me know you got there safely. It's that kind of energy. You're like, oh, you're not feeling very well? I've got some ibuprofen in my purse. It's that kind of friend. The person who always has what you need or always has a kind word for you. That's this friend. And then with Vitality, this is again making me feel like when you're around them, they don't drain your energy. They actually give you energy. Their optimism and their hope, their like positive, sunny, happy-go-lucky sort of outlook on life really inspires you and really gives you that sense of vitality. Like, they give you energy. You don't feel drained by this person. And then with this transformation here, I feel like they are a really positive impact on your mental state. Okay, so with pile 1, it was like their friend was really helping them grow in their material success and wealth. Your friend is helping you internally. Like, pile 1's friend was helping them externally. Your friend is helping you internally. They're changing your mindset. They're changing your state of mind. They are getting you out of this negative, I can't see the good, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. My anxiety and my fear is taking over. I can't see any light. I can't see any hope. Everything feels like it's falling to pieces. They help you transform that. They help you see the good. They help you practice gratitude. They help you feel lucky. They help you see how things can get better. They help you see that light at the end of the tunnel that I think that you were missing before. So let's see if we can find out some more astrological information about this Queen of Swords and your friendship. Let's get some more information about the dynamic between you two. What is the dynamic between pile 3, please, Spirit, and this Queen of Cups? What is their dynamic? This Queen of Cups and pile 3. What is their dynamic, please, Spirit? So we have Capricorn. We have water. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I definitely think that they are, if they're not a water sign, then it's a significant placement in their chart. And we have Virgo. Okay, bottom of the deck we have Saturn. With Saturn, Virgo, and Capricorn all being here, this to me is coming across as more so your energy. You don't have to be any of these signs, although if you are, that could be a confirmation that you chose the right reading. But honestly, the way this is coming across to me with Virgo, Capricorn, and Saturn all being here, this makes me feel like maybe this was related to your career, because we also had the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there was something going on maybe financially that was really stressing you out, or maybe you just had this sudden fear that you weren't in the right field. You were having some doubt about your career, and they come in at a time when you're feeling really down on yourself, like you're not successful enough. Maybe you're unhappy with some aspect of like your daily routine. Maybe you were struggling with your health or your fitness, or just like your overall wellness, because that's what Virgo can talk about with the 6th house. And Capricorn is really focused on ambition and success and status and career. It's represented by the 10th house, our work. Saturn is all about like hard lessons learned, things learned slowly over time. Saturn and Capricorn are connected, so yeah, there's something there about you really being put through some challenges, and I think it's related somehow to like your financial security and stability. Oh my goodness. Gracie. I'm sorry, guys. She sees like a cat outside and now, okay. I guess there's just going to be a cattail in your reading. I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel like there was something there. You were really struggling in these areas, and this person comes in your life at a time where, like you're coming out of it, but I feel like that residual sort of low self-esteem or insecurity or limiting beliefs are still there, and you're still like coming out of it, but you're not fully there, and it's like they give you that final push to get you to see your own self-worth, to get you to see that you are a successful person, and just because you aren't quite where you want to be doesn't mean you won't eventually get there. I feel like they're really uplifting to you in that way, but I think a lot of it is internal. Like I feel like a lot of it is you're not seeing how great you are. You're not recognizing your own accomplishments. You're downplaying what you've achieved, and they really help you see that. And again, like water energy, I feel like that is how they approach you, even if I think that's probably their sign, they're probably a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but even if they're not, it's a placement in their birth chart, or that's just how you perceive them. You perceive them as someone who is so emotionally supportive. Emotionally, they are like really meeting your needs as a friend, okay? They are just, when you are upset, they know how to make you feel better, okay? And then with Aquarius here, Aquarius to me is the sign of the best friend. Like Aquarius to me is the perfect example of a good friend. And I asked about the dynamic between you. So I do think this is a sign in and of itself that you two will be best friends. Okay, this is someone who's going to be a really good, close friend. Someone who you really feel supported. And oh my gosh, she's just being ridiculous right now. Gracie, I'm so sorry. You cannot sit on any of that. Are you serious? That cannot be comfortable. Gracie. Okay, so anyway, with Aquarius here, this is someone who... I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. The dynamic between you two, you're going to have a lot of fun, and you're definitely going to be thinking of the other person, because Aquarius thinks about the collective. So you guys are both going to be really sensitive to what the other person needs, and you're really going to, be conscientious of how to be gentle with one another, how to be loving and sweet and supportive to one another, how to be a good friend to the other person. You're not going to, be dismissive of their needs or their boundaries, and they're going to be really respectful towards you. So I love to see Aquarius here for sure. Okay, I've got to get this cat off of here. Gracie, no. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Like, how was she sitting on that? That's ridiculous. Okay, let's see some months when this person could come into your life, some potential months. When can Pile 2 expect to meet this person, please, Spirit? We've got March, and feel free to claim one or all of these. It's up to you, whatever calls out to you. We've got January. Let's get one more. Oh, two more. July and May. So lots of possibilities there. For you to meet this person. So if you're looking at this and July is really calling out to you, you can call July. If 2 months are calling to you, you just claim as many as you want to. Okay, let's end with a crystal message. So this was really fun. It lined up really well with Pile 1, so we'll see about you all. I'm going to intuitively flip through this book and stop on a crystal, and this crystal will represent the energy this person is bringing into your life. So let's see, Pile 2, this Queen of Cups. What energy are they bringing into Pile 2's life, please, Spirit? What energy are they bringing into pile two's life. Ooh, I've never heard of this. Novaculite? I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Let's see. It says Novaculite, again, I could be totally butchering that, means razor, and this stone was traditionally used to sharpen tools. However, modern crystal workers use it to hone the soul. Inappropriate connections to the past can be detrimental to your own physical energy and soul growth. If you are bound to another soul through past life experiences, contracts, agreements, previous vows, and promises, blah, blah, blah. This lets you cut the cords between you. Okay. No matter how traumatic a situation you have endured, it identifies the gift in the experience. It helps you look to the stars and contact, angel guidance. Smooths the rough edges. Oh, I like this a lot. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just scanning this to see what else we need to know. Okay, it frees you and realigns your chakras, pulls spiritual energy down into your body. Okay, yeah, this makes a lot of sense because you were really in your head. I mean, you were very detached from your body. You probably did have a lot of energetic cords that were not serving you. Yeah, it kind of seems like this person, because it says no matter how traumatic a situation you may have endured, it identifies the gift in the experience. Remember how I said they were going to change your mindset, change your outlook, give you a more positive outlook on life? And they were going to be really healing to you, really restorative. You know, they were bringing a lot of mental, internal changes to you, whereas pile one was very external. That makes a lot of sense with this crystal. You know, so that trauma that you endured, like through the tower and that 9 of swords that we had, yeah, they're helping you see the positive in this. They're helping you understand that that wasn't happening to you. It was happening for your highest good. It was allowing you to see what you perceived as a negative experience to actually be a gift. Like this was tough love from the universe. And it's helping you see the positive. That's what this person helps you do. Yeah, it almost feels like they're bringing that angel energy into your life. Like they're very angelic, because it does. It seems like they're so sweet, so supportive, so nurturing, so loving, very like divine feminine energy. So that does seem like very angelic, doesn't it? Like a very sweet, sweet person. Like such a kind-hearted person. Like very good intentions. Okay, I love that for you, pile two. I'm excited for you to meet this person. It seems like they're going to really bring some good into your life. So yeah, that was your reading. I hope it resonated. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload a video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. And I'll say a big thank you to everyone who has been supporting this channel. I appreciate it so much. Take care, pile two. All right, on my pile threes, last but not least, let's find out who your next close friend will be. Your next close friend. So this could be your next best friend or just your next like significant friendship in your life. So this is going to be someone who's gonna stick around for a while, have, you know, a pretty big impact on you. So we're not gonna be looking at like who's your next acquaintance or your next like casual friendship. So we are looking for someone who would be like best friend material or just someone who would be, you know, a really close friend. Because I feel like that's, you know, more interesting and more valuable. Okay, so pile three. I will say the other two groups had like wildly different readings, so I'm kind of curious to see what your reading's gonna be. I'll say a big thank you to my guides and your guides for coordinating these messages. And yeah, so let's get into it. Pile three, who is your next close friend? Pile three. Who is pile three's next close friend? Oh, hold on 1 second, I think. Okay. I wanted to make sure. I recorded with my phone and I don't think it was on silent. I was like, oh no, if someone calls, That won't be good. Okay, pile 3. Let's see, we have the Page of Wands. Pile 3. Oh, wow. That's a lot. We've got the 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands. Let's get... Oh, I was going to say 2 more cards and then 2 cards flipped over. That's perfect. Okay, so we have the Fool here and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, whoever... Sorry, there's like this weird... I don't know what that is on the card. Sorry, that was going to bother me. Okay, your reading is also very different than the other 2 groups. I will say right away, it's interesting to me that we have the Page of Wands here and the Queen of Wands. So initially I was thinking before we got out all the cards that, you know, this would be you and maybe this would be them or something like that. But actually, I think this is all talking about this close friend that's coming into your life. I feel like they have gone through a glow up here, okay? They have gone from being the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Now, they may go through this transformation after they have met you, or like they're in the middle of that process when you come into their life. And I say that because it kind of seems like in some ways they're at that position of Queen of Wands, and then in other ways they're still figuring it out, because we have the 10 of Pentacles, but then we also have the 10 of Wands, and we've got the 2 of Pentacles, but we also have the Fool card. So you get to see this person grow, okay? Now, they've done a lot of work by the time you meet them, but you get to kind of see that final hurdle in their journey. So this is someone who is really like, this is the energy that they're growing into, okay? They're growing into the Queen of Wands. This is someone who, like Leo, Sagittarius energy, Aries energy, divine feminine energy. This is someone who is really like gregarious, like a social butterfly, someone who is really confident, optimistic, happy-go-lucky, someone who's not afraid to step outside of their comfort zone. This is someone who is willing to explore, someone who would be like well-cultured, well-traveled, or at least they would know a lot about things that are different to them, okay? And it's part of that creativity, part of that explorer. Like, even if they haven't physically been to other places, they would be knowledgeable, or at least very open and receptive to different cultures, different beliefs, different values. Yeah, and then with the sunflower here, like, again, like, I always think of resilience and strength. Like, sunflowers work in unison. They literally, like, they move towards the light. They're very sturdy flowers. They're very sturdy plants. And even like their stalks, right? Like the stalk or the stem, I guess, that supports the sunflower. Like, the sunflower itself is very heavy, and yet it's supported still by the stem. Like, I don't know. I always think of resilience and Leo energy and the strength card when I see the Queen of Wands here. And then the black cat makes me think of like witchcraft, which makes me think of sort of the magician energy and manifestation. I also always associate the Queen of Wands with Empress energy and that idea of creation. So there's a lot going on here just with this one card, but that's what they're growing into. I mean, they're growing into someone who's really fun, someone who's really creative, someone who is a go-getter, someone who makes their dreams happen. You know, the Queen of Wands turns something from nothing. You know, she creates things from nothing. Yeah, I mean, this is really inspiring energy. Even just the presence of like the yellow dress, right? You just think of optimism, you think of hope. So imagine having a friend like that. That's going to be someone that not only you have a lot of fun with, but also someone who's going to be really inspiring. And I think it's going to be really cool for you to see this person's growth, because I think, given that we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles here, as well as the 10 of Wands, This is someone who is really hardworking, and it's my suspicion that when you meet them, they are in the middle of growing a creative passion project into a full-blown business. Because with the Queen of Wands, I also think of someone who is an entrepreneur, okay? Someone who runs their own business, someone who lives their passion as their full-time job, someone who's been able to turn their creative passion into something that can financially sustain them. So I feel like you're seeing this growth from the Page of Wands, someone who just has an idea, something they want to do, to someone who has fully realized their dream. So when you meet them, they're not quite at that full abundance and wealth of the Ten of Pentacles. They're still juggling things, they're still managing and learning how to run their business with the Two of Pentacles. But they're getting there. And I feel like they're going to be super, super hardworking and super busy and probably a bit overwhelmed. But with the Fool card here, it's like they're tired and overworked and overwhelmed, and they're taking on a lot by themselves, but they're doing it with a smile on their face, and they're doing it like they're happy, like they're like literally like humming while they work. And it's like they're doing so much work, but because they genuinely enjoy the work and it's their passion, it probably doesn't feel like work. But I will say one thing to be mindful of with this person, and as their friend, you could say this to them, even though it doesn't feel like work in the moment, you are still working. And that means you are not giving energy and effort to the other areas of your life. So you could encourage them to be careful, because burnout can slip up on you, especially when you're in the creative like hustle and growing your own business, and you're doing a lot of it on your own. So encouraging them to make time for self-care, encouraging them to make time for play, for rest, for like friendship and their family members or their romantic partner if they have someone. But yeah, you could be that voice of reason to them, and they would be very receptive to it. The Queen of Wands, she would definitely be willing to take some good advice, especially if it was heartfelt. Because the Queen of Wands normally would be someone who would make time for play and make time for self-care. But I think it's because we have this Ten of Wands here and the Two of Pentacles and all the juggling and, feeling a bit overworked. Like I said, they're not fully in that Queen of Wands energy yet. They haven't fully figured it all out yet. So I definitely think that they would be receptive to any good advice that you have to offer to them. That's what I'm getting so far. Let's use our Crystal Unicorn Tarot to see if there are any other messages, but I feel like this has been pretty straightforward. Spirit, is there anything else we need to know about this new close friendship? Is there anything we need to know about this Queen of Wands, this Page of Wands character that is coming into pile 3's life, please, Spirit? Anything else we need to know? Let's see, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot here about financial growth. And the good thing is also with this person, like with the Queen of Wands, it's again like that work hard to play hard kind of mentality. They would definitely want to share their good fortune with their friends. So like you are going to be included in that. So that isn't like, they're going to be buying you lavish gifts or something like that. But it's sort of like, oh, I did really well. I met this goal with my business, so I want to treat everyone to lunch. This would also be someone who has probably a lot of friends, even though they're working so much. Yeah, I feel like they either have a close circle of people who really matter a lot to them, or they just have a wide social circle with a bunch of acquaintances, but they definitely have a network of people. Now, how big that network is, might vary, because like I said, they're not quite in that Queen of Wands energy yet, but they're definitely going to have, at some point when they get to this energy, a large social circle. But they would definitely call you up and be like, hey, like I'm treating everyone to lunch today, you should come out. or, you know, like they would have a big party and share in that success with their friends. Yeah, they would definitely be like, oh, drinks are on me tonight because I sold this amount of things through my business, you know, whatever. They would definitely share in that wealth. Now we also have, this is interesting, we have the devil and we have the lovers. I actually want to clarify these two cards. So can we clarify the devil, please, Spirit? Can we clarify the devil? The Queen of Wands, interesting. Okay, yeah, definitely you are going to be befriending a Queen of Wands here. Can we clarify the lovers, please, Spirit? Can we clarify the lovers? We've got the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, bottom of the deck here we have Justice. Okay. There's a couple different messages coming through, so it's kind of a lot right now. I'm going to try to say it in an organized way, so bear with me. With the devil, clarified by the Queen of Wands, and the fact that we have Justice here as the bottom of the deck, it's kind of calling you to maybe give this person some tough love, okay? Remember how I said they would be receptive to some good advice? There may be a little bit of some temptations that come along with them growing into this energy. If you think about it, like if you're growing a business and you have a lot of money coming in, it could be very easy to overshare, overindulge, you know, go on a bunch of shopping trips, go on a lavish vacation. Like you have all of this extra disposable income that you didn't have before. So it may be helpful for you to step in and say, hey, like, you know, maybe it would be helpful for you to manage your money a bit, or are you sure you want to spend this much money on these people? Because there can be a little bit of a tendency, especially because there's like that Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, that fire sign energy, to be maybe a little bit impulsive, or Leos are very generous, so they can definitely overshare, overtreat their friends. Yeah, so, and yeah, there may just be, or like Sagittarius, like love to travel, so could be a temptation to like overspend on vacation and not think about it. So there could just be an opportunity for you to give them some good advice and say like, hey, like slow down a little bit. Like I know you're on a wave of success right now, but let's still try to be practical, because you're going somewhere, right? Like you're not quite there yet, but you have such a potential there for success, like your friend does, that you know you don't want them to burn out before they get to this point. And you want them to, you know, enjoy the stability of the Ten of Pentacles and not waste that money on things that aren't going to bring them long-term happiness, right? So that could just be something that, you know, you're called to help them with, which might explain why you meet them when they're in that transition from the Page to the Queen. You are meant to help them fully get to that Queen of Wands energy, because without you, you know, they could be stuck maybe at like the Knight of Wands energy. So I think that's really good. It's nice that you could do that for them. Now, there's also another message with the Devil card, and if this doesn't resonate, then leave it. But given that we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups and the Devil, again, if this doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. There could be a little bit of romantic feelings creeping in, and that may be something that you have to sort through. I don't know if it kind of seems like, given that we have the Two of Cups here, that the feeling is mutual. So now this could just mean that this person is a part of your soul family, and you know you're going to have a very balanced, healthy friendship, and it's going to be really mutually beneficial. But just given that we have the Devil here too, like the Devil can sometimes talk about sexuality. So there could be some physical attraction there, just given that we have all three of these cards. And I mean, the Queen of Wands is an attractive character. So if that resonates with you, now remember, with the Queen of Wands, we're talking about divine feminine energy. We're not talking about gender. But yeah, like if this person sounds like someone that you would be attracted to, then that may be on the horizon. Because the Fool can also talk about stepping into new love and stepping into the unknown. So if that resonates, then that message could be for you, especially too with justice. Sometimes I also just think of marriage because I think of like contracts. Now, that is definitely not a message for everyone, but like I said, if it resonates, then this isn't a love reading, so I'm not going to go any further into it than that. But maybe if you've been watching other love readings and the Queen of Wands has been following you around for a little while, then maybe this is like you start off as friends and it develops into a romantic partnership. But like I said, if that doesn't resonate, then just leave it. I will say otherwise, this is definitely confirmation that this is a soul family friendship. And I think, again, like you are really meant to help them balance that 10 of Wands energy. And it could be for some of you with the Justice card being here, that maybe you guys enter into a contract and you become business partners and you help relieve them of this 10 of Wands. You help them with their business so they're not having to do everything on their own. Otherwise, too, with the Justice card, I just feel like this is going to be a friendship where you can be really honest with each other. And no one is going to take it the wrong way because you trust that the other person is coming from a place of like good intentions, which is, beautiful. But this is definitely like best friend, soul family energy, which is beautiful. I love to see that. Okay. Let's see, which deck do I want to do? Let's do this one. Let's get some more information about this Queen of Wands and what they are going to mean for you in your life. Who is this close friend that is coming into pile 3's life, please, Spirit? What do we need to know? Pile 3. What do we need to know about this close friendship, please, Spirit? What do we need to know about this close friendship, please, Spirit? Okay, so we have introspection, the weasel and pine. And then we have the eel and iris. We have safety. We have the raccoon and sycamore, curiosity. And we have the deer and oat, we have healing. Okay, so I think safety came out in one of the other groups, but I don't remember who. I love to see that though, honestly, because it feels like this person will definitely be someone that you feel safe to express yourself freely. The Queen of Wands is not someone who would ever stifle anyone else's expression. Like you could, like, how with some people when you're talking, if you don't really modulate like your tone or your the elevation of your voice, or maybe you don't say things in the most tactful way, or maybe like your knee-jerk like response isn't I don't know, like the most, again, like the most tactful, or like the softest, or this is the type of person where you could like banter back and forth with them. You could joke around with them. You could tease them. You could say maybe something that another person would take offense to, but they just laugh it off. Like that's the biggest thing, is they just laugh it off. They have a really good sense of humor. They don't take themselves too seriously, and they're really confident. So you know, if you joke around with them, they're not going to be offended or take it to heart or get really upset and flip out over something very small or minute. You know, a small comment's not going to really threaten them, because they know who they are, and they're really self-assured, and they have that level of confidence, and again, like that good sense of humor, and they trust your intentions. So I think that's going to feel very freeing to you, to be with someone that you don't have to be so mindful and careful about what you're saying. You can laugh and joke around and tease one another. You can banter back and forth, and it's not that serious. It's not that deep. You can even argue a little bit, and kind of like fussing with each other. And it's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to hold a grudge because we had a disagreement about, I don't know, like if this album that came out is good or not, that kind of thing. Like, you guys can have like petty disagreements for fun, kind of. Yeah, because I think you guys enjoy that. I think you enjoy the banter back and forth with one another. And honestly, with this curiosity here, you could be really different to this friend. You could be, it's funny. It's like you guys both have maybe the same sort of approach and the same sort of values when it comes to friendship, but your personalities, I think, may be very different. Like, maybe you're more introverted to their extroverted personality, or maybe you guys just have like very different interests, but there's just something there where you're kind of curious to know more about them, because the Queen of Wands character is a bit different to you in some way. There's some significant difference there that kind of keeps you intrigued, and like I think right away you want to know more about this person. I mean, the Queen of Wands is a very attractive person. Like, her energy is going to draw you in. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. And then with healing, again, I think it's just going to feel very freeing. You're not going to feel stifled by this friendship. And this is a friendship too where you can still have your independence. She's not gonna, the Queen of Wands, I keep saying she because I just think of that divine feminine energy, but again, like, this could be a male that we're talking about. But the Queen of Wands, this is someone who is going to value independence. And we saw with that 10 of Wands repeating twice, they are busy. Like, they are not going to be clingy or like, oh my God, why didn't you text me back? It took you 30 minutes to text me back. What's wrong with you? Like, they're not that kind of person. Again, like, it takes a lot to really make them mad. They're very lighthearted, happy-go-lucky. They assume the best in people until you prove them wrong. That kind of energy. So I think that's gonna feel very nice, because honestly, it may be a change of pace from some of your other friendships, or maybe even your connections with family members or past partners. But I think that's going to feel really nice to, not have to explain yourself, or to not feel so tied or, tied down to someone else. Like, oh, they're going to be really mad if I say, no, I don't want to go do this thing. Like, with the Queen of Wands, you can tell them, like, no, I don't want to. And they'll respect that. They're not going to be, like, very clingy, which I think is going to be really great. And I think this person is also going to, with the introspection card here, really encourage you to sort of look at your own approach, and you're going to learn from the Queen of Wands. And I think, like I said, you're going to give the Queen of Wands really good advice too. So I feel like it's really nice that you guys are both going to build each other up, and you're both going to learn from one another, because remember, we had Justice as your bottom of the deck here. So I feel like this is a really equitable friendship. It doesn't feel like one person is above the other person, or someone's looking down on someone, or someone is, like, you can feel inspired by the Queen of Wands, but I think they're going to be equally inspired by you. So, it's sort of like, I see the queen in you and you see the queen in me, and that's really beautiful energy. Okay, let's get some more here, because I don't want to over explain these cards. What value is the Queen of Wands adding to pile 3's life? What value is this new close friend adding to pile 3's life? What value is this person adding to pile pile three's life? Please, Spirit, what value? That was my fault. Ooh, we have courage. That came out in another group too. I don't remember which one. Strength. Okay, we literally got the two cards that I associate with Leo energy. So this person could definitely be a Leo. That's a possibility. Okay, so we have strength, courage, and clarity here. So I said these two remind me of Leo because Leo, I think of bravery, I think of Braveheart, you know, the lion, courage. Yep. So I definitely think that this friendship is going to make you feel a lot braver. I think you're going to get out of your comfort zone more. I mean, like I said, like if you're more introverted, the Queen of Wands extroversion or tendency towards extroversion, because, you know, we all have situations or days when we feel like we want to be alone, or days when we feel like we want to talk and be sociable. But I think in general, the Queen of Wands is someone who is a great networker and someone who wants to get out and go do things, someone who wants to explore, someone who wants to really have fun. Like this is the type of friend that would, you know, one weekend want to go ride roller coasters at a theme park, and then the next weekend, like, oh, let's go to this like painting class that I heard about from another friend in this town, and oh, and then let's meet up afterwards for some drinks or some coffee with my friends from drama club that I was in, I don't know, 3 months ago. Like they just always have something going on, and I think they are going to include you in those activities. But like I said, if you're not interested, you could tell them no and they would accept it, but they definitely push you a little bit to be more courageous and to go after things that are outside of your comfort zone. And I feel like as well, because this person is literally building up a business, we got a lot of messages about that. They're going to be an inspiration to you. You're going to look at them and be like, wow, if they can do it, then I can go after my own dream. And maybe you have a dream of starting your own business, and so this is like lining up perfectly. But whatever your goals are, I feel like their passion and their creativity and their drive, because we also got a lot of earth energy too, so this person could also have a significant placement that is an earth sign in their birth chart. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. So they probably have some Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy in their chart that really gives them that strong work ethic and that leadership ability and that attention to detail that makes them so successful, because they are definitely on a come up here. Like they are hustling. And then with strength, of course, like the strength card in tarot is associated with Leo. So again, like I think this could be definitely a Leo. But yeah, with strength here, I think of resilience. We saw the 10 of Wands come out twice. So this person is a great case study in what strength looks like and what resilience looks like. So they could definitely teach you that and show you that. So maybe they came from a really difficult background and they've overcome a lot. I won't list out a bunch of things because I don't want to trigger anybody, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, they have a lot of strength. And I think it's also in part that they teach you confidence, because the sort of confidence where you know whatever you choose doesn't matter because you can meet any outcome, or the idea that whatever happens, I'm going to be okay because I can trust my future self to handle future problems. I feel like they teach you that, like that deep, like gut level confidence. I'm not talking about superficial confidence here, okay? I'm talking about real, true inner strength, following your heart kind of strength, and trusting your heart. So if you're an overthinker, that could be a really great lesson they teach you, how to follow your heart. And then we have clarity here. So that's interesting with this clarity. I actually want to clarify, what are they making clear to pile 3 here? What are they offering them clarity in? Maybe it's just following your heart, but let's see if we can get some more messages about that. What clarity are they offering, please, Spirit, to pile 3 here? The 4 of okay. Okay, let's get one more card here. Oh my God, stop it. Okay, just stop. So, oh my gosh, there's an orange kitty cat. We are just making dead eye contact right now. Oh my gosh, you are so cute. Yes. I'm sorry, there's this huge fluffy orange cat that is gorgeous, and I've been feeding it outside, and I hope that I can, a trap sounds bad, but I hope I can trap it, because it looks like its fur is starting to get matted, and it needs some help, little buddy. I don't think it belongs to anybody. But anyway, the fact that we had that fluffy orange cat come by, hello, Leo energy just walked on by the window, so you're definitely going to be friends with a Leo. But yes, so, okay, again, this may not be for everybody, but again, if the Queen of Wands has been following you around, or if you've noticed the Queen of Wands showing up in love readings for you, we've got 2 more messages here about marriage, because the Hierophant talks about tradition and religion, and like marriage itself is an institution, right? So it talks about marriage in part, and then the 4 of Wands is associated with weddings, because people tend to think of celebration, and you can see literally the 2 unicorns here look like they're getting married. So for those of you who think this Queen of Wands could sound like your future spouse, if you want to claim that message, because we've gotten 4 cards, really 5 if we include the devil and the sexual energy that was coming forth. We've got 5 cards, what was I going to say? 5 cards confirming that. So if that's your message, then take that message. If it doesn't resonate, leave it, but it's definitely here, and it's definitely, at least for one of you, showing up a lot. Now, for others of you, it could just be with the 4 of Wands being here and the Hierophant. The Hierophant can sometimes also talk about a mentor or a teacher, someone in a position of power. So it could just be that this person gives you clarity in the sense of like, they in some ways act as a mentor to you, and they kind of teach you how to have fun with the 4 of Wands here, which it sounds kind of funny, like I'm going to be a mentor to you and teach you how to have fun, but it's kind of like I'm going to teach you how to lighten up. So if you're someone who's like really type A and overstressed a lot, you could teach them how to lighten up a little bit, but honestly though, I'm getting more of the love message for this. So, and I say that because in the very beginning I was telling you that you were going to give them some advice about self-care and like watching, because with the 10 of Wands it seemed like they were really overworked. Yeah, I don't know, man. Some of you guys, this is turning into a love reading, and I was not expecting that. All 3 of these readings have been like surprises today. Yeah, if you guys aren't resonating with the love message, then just leave it. But for those of you who are, there's quite a bit confirming that. That's just so interesting. Okay, let's get some more astrological and zodiac sign information here. Any significant houses. I said housing. Any significant houses? What do we need to know, please, Spirit, about the dynamic that exists between the Queen of Wands and pile 3, please, Spirit? What is their dynamic? This has come out a lot. Like, honestly, it may have come out in all 3 readings. I know it at least came out in one other reading. I feel like it's been in every reading. I could be wrong. That was too many cards. I'm going to put that back. Sorry if they are taking a little bit long. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the 9th house, spiritual growth. This is the house of Sagittarius. And then we also have fire here, and we have Mars. This is Aries energy. So we've had Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries all come out a couple times in this reading. So this person definitely presents with fire energy, and maybe you're a fire sign too. That could be why there's so much like attraction between you guys, because and I don't mean like romantic attraction, although like if you are resonating with that message, then that's fine. But I just mean attraction in the sense of like when two fire signs get together, you have two energies that want to be sociable together, that are both like very friendly energies. Like they want to be chatty with each other. Like if you get two earth signs together, it may be more of like a bit reserved between them, even though they have a lot in common. Both of them may be a bit quieter, and so they may not have like that spark, you know, because like with the fire signs, it's literally a spark. It's like you guys get along like literally a house on fire, you know. And like two earth signs, like they may end up having a great deep like friendship, but it may be a bit slower to develop. Like if you know you have two Capricorns, like they may be really reserved around each other, you know, that kind of thing. Of course it varies a lot with like your ascendant and all that, but yeah. So fire sign energy, there's a lot of creativity here, a lot of exploration, a lot of passion. There's just a lot of fun. Like this is a friendship where you're gonna have so much fun together. So much fun. And Mars is very action oriented. And also like having fire and Mars here, I feel like if you guys do have arguments, it's going to be like they are like very, they're like loud arguments, like where you guys are really mad really fast, but you're also equally over it really quickly. So again, like neither one of you is holding a grudge at all. But I also feel like you guys communicate really well here with Gemini. Like, and Gemini is also like so fun. So remember how I said you guys were gonna really enjoy like kind of fussing and like bantering back and forth with Gemini? That's definitely a possibility. And I like here too that you have yin, because this is divine feminine energy here. So yes, like there's been divine feminine energy like all over the place in this reading, but I love that because I feel like it's going to be a very empowered divine feminine energy. Like just so much creativity. Like you guys are going to do so much together. And I think it's going to be really beautiful. It's kind of like sort of like the friend that you meet and they have such an influence on you that all of a sudden like you're redecorating your house because you're really inspired by their style. And then maybe there's some sort of hobby that they're into, and then that sparks something in you, and then you know, like before you know it, like you have picked up, I don't know, you've picked up knitting, and then you start to really love knitting, and then you're opening an Etsy store, and then you have this whole like side business on Etsy, like knitting people fabulous blankets and sweaters. I don't know, it's a silly example, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like there's so much spark of creativity here that meeting this friend could put you on so many different paths that weren't even clear to you before. Even like baking is coming to mind, something with baking. One of you may be really into baking. I don't know, there's just something there about being with someone who makes you want to go do stuff. You know, like, you know, you have some friends and you talk and you chat and like whatever, like maybe you go out to lunch or you go shopping, but that's kind of it. That's not this friendship. Like there's so much, like you do so many things with them that you've never done with anyone else, or you would never even think to do. And it's like you meet so many new people through them. It feels like they're like the sun kind of coming in, like they're illuminating a lot in your life. Yeah. Now there is like spark of attraction here with Mars. This is also sexual energy. So if you guys are resonating with that, like I said, if the Queen of Wands starts showing up in a lot of love readings for you, then that could be a potential where it starts off as a friendship and it develops into a romantic partnership. And I feel like too, with Chiron being here, for like within the context of your reading, it kind of makes me feel like because the Queen of Wands is so confident, and remember how I said they're going to teach you like true confidence? It makes me think that they are going to kind of show you, not intentionally, just by them being themselves, they're going to show you where you still have some shadow work to do. Like you still have some inner work, some inner healing to do, where there's something about that where maybe you fear that you're not likable, or that you're not enough, or that you're not deserving of love. There's something there where you're not fully connected to your own heart, where you're feeling like you're lacking in some way, and you see them being so full of life and being so full of that inner strength. Like they really know who they are, and you can see them growing and growing and just really stepping into their own power with that Page of Wands to Queen of Wands. Like they're going through such a journey that is then going to show you, oh, this is where I still need to step it up. This is what I still need to resolve within myself, because I want to grow with my friend. I don't want to be left behind. And you guys are going to be equals, because like we said, we have that Justice card at the, I've shuffled since then and we don't have it anymore at the bottom, but originally we had that at the bottom of the Crystal Unicorn deck. So yeah, I really love that. And then remember how I said, like, I see the Queen in you and you see the Queen in me? That's that yin, divine feminine energy coming through again. And with Gemini too, it kind of makes me think, maybe that's where this clarity was coming in. It kind of feels like with the mirroring here, and then we also have the Lovers, like them facing each other, and the Two of Cups. Maybe it feels like you guys are almost like twins separated at birth. Like it feels like you guys are like a perfect match for each other. Now, whether that's purely friendship and platonic, or romantic and you guys are like resonate with like twin flame energy or something like that. I don't know a lot about twin flames, but or if you feel like, you know, this is like a soulmate connection, whether it's a soulmate friend or a soulmate romantic partner. Yeah, there's that energy though. There's an energy here of like a spiritual connection, because we also have the divine feminine, the yin energy, and that includes spirituality. And then you also had Sagittarius energy. So yeah, and Sagittarius and Gemini are also opposite signs. So yeah, there's just something there about you guys mirroring each other, like being so alike in some ways and so different in other ways. Like you are cut from the same cloth, but you're mirror images of one another. Like you are them reflected. Yeah, there's something there. You guys are the kind of friends that could like finish each other's sentences. You know what the other person is thinking without them having to say it. You're really good at picking up on their like nonverbal body cues and things like that. They just have to look at you and you already know what they're thinking. You can sense their energy shifts, and it could be even when you're not in the same room with them. Like you could be at home and they're at home, and you feel like you're having a really bad day and you don't know why, and then you call them, you find out they had a terrible day, and stuff like that keeps repeating. You know, you're really happy and you don't know why, and then you call them and you find out that they've yeah, like had some sort of big success, or you know, something went really well for them, and then you're like, oh, that's why I was so happy today and I didn't know why. You know, there's like this psychic connection between you two. You guys are energetically really connected, really affected by one another. Okay, I feel like that, sorry, I feel like that's everything. Okay, let's see here. I feel like this person's gonna have really great style. There's something about their style that keeps coming up in my head. Yeah, there's something about their style. Maybe that is what sparks this friendship between you two. Like maybe you meet them randomly and you say like, hey, I like your jacket, I like your purse, or I like your hair, something like that, and that you guys just start talking, and then it's just chatty because I think you guys are gonna hit it off really, really quickly. It wasn't like that in every group, but you guys, like I said, are gonna, it's like a house on fire. Like you guys are just really going to connect with one another right off the back, it's gonna, right off the bat, I'm sorry, I said right off the back. Right off the bat, you guys are gonna connect with one another really well. And I think it's probably because of that strong, like, spiritual connection. You guys were probably friends in past lives, because again, it's that like soul family energy coming through. Okay. Let's get some possible months for when you, pile 3, could be meeting this person. So we've got February. What are some potential months here? We've got August. Leo season. Okay, you guys, ooh, you got 2 months. April and January. Okay. So January, February, April, and August could be possibilities. If you're looking at these and for some reason April is really calling to you, then you can claim April as your month. You know, maybe more than one is calling to you, or you can claim all 4, you know, just whatever you want to do, that's fine, of course. And then I just want to end with a crystal message here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip through this crystal handbook and just intuitively stop wherever I feel called to. And then we will see what crystal you pick and what energy that crystal presents with. And this will be the energy that this person adds to your life. Like they are going to function as this crystal would in your life. Okay, let's see. Pile 3. What energy is this Queen of Wands bringing to your life? Please, Spirit. What energy is this Queen of Wands bringing to your life? What energy is this Queen of Wands bringing to your life? Okay, we have a Lemurian seed. I hope that I am saying that right. Let's see, it says Lemurian seed instigates a profound vibrational shift in the earth and everything upon it. Let's see. A symbol of equality and personal power. Lemurians teach that we are multidimensional and interdimensional beings. Let's see, by piercing our illusion of separateness from the rest of the cosmos and dissolving the boundaries of time, these crystals help you rectify personal misuse of power in the past and remove karmic debris so that you can regain inner perfection. Let's see. Healing is a remembering of your soul. Everyone must personally attend to dissolving the destructive emotional patterns, energy blockages, and mental beliefs that prevent an infusion of light into the physical level of being. We co-create our own realities with every thought, word, and deed. They teach you to become creative in the higher dimensions, not merely holding positive thoughts in the outer world, but by taking this way of being into deep inner awareness. Oh, wow. Okay. This is interesting because remember how we said we had Chiron here? And I think I said that they were going, just by being themselves, they were going to illuminate to you what areas that you still needed to do maybe some healing or shadow work in, where you weren't fully confident within yourself. You know, if you were holding on to like wounds from childhood, or holding on to like limiting beliefs and thought patterns that weren't serving you. That's what this talks about, because it even says an infusion of light. So I feel like that is the key phrase here, an infusion of light. They are infusing light into your life, and they are opening up your chakras and bringing you into alignment here. Yeah, and there's also this message here about resolving that like karmic debris, I think it said. Which again, like you guys had a lot of messages there about spirituality and like soul friendship, soul family, past life connections, psychic, spiritual connection with one another. So maybe there was some karmic debt. Well, I don't like to say debt, but maybe there were some karmic lessons that you needed to clear, some karmic cycles that you needed to close out. And this friendship is going to help you do that. Because again, like maybe there was something that happened in your past life that involved this person, and it helps you clear that out. So yeah, this is a deep spiritual message to sort of end, but I love that they're going to be an infusion of light into your life. I mean, that's beautiful. And I mean, again, like you got Leo, Sun, Fire, Aries, Sagittarius energy like all over the place. So I love to see that, yeah, that bright illumination. I'm a Leo myself, so yeah, you guys might be my favorite group. So pile 3, this was your reading. I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. A big thank you to everyone who has been supporting this channel, and I will see you all in my next one.